ranchos, metal ranchos, metal ranchos, metal ranchos.
We are coming.
All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast. My name's Will DeFries. To my left, David Ruff.
Hello, Will.
Hi.
I was just checking my DAR, and it looks like the bulk of the rain has now moved east of us. So if you're listening to this at this very moment out in Bastrop, if you're out Houston way, Plantersville, it's coming. It is coming. So if you're listening to this right now, just be prepared for some wetness. That driveway is going to be sopping wet. And at the end of the day, we need it. So thank you.
Speaking of sopping wet, Dillon Shivery.
If I seem like I'm dragging a little bit, I just want to apologize. I was up late night balling.
What are you doing? Who are you playing with?
Yeah.
Your son?
Just some kids in the neighborhood. Yeah, we were
Out at Lifetime, just going?
We were running threes, actually. So I was handling the rock quite a bit.
Y'all had a little hoop in the cul-de-sac.
You play point guard.
Yeah.
Why don't you have your son, who's shorter, play point guard, and you get in that
Dude,
pose?
I was dropping dimes. They were calling me Van Axel out there.
No.
Anyway,
That's
very
a
happy
pretty
to be
dated
here.
reference. The kids knew Nick Van Exel's game.
Handles like Van Axel? Yeah, it's probably a dated reference, but that's okay. I just locked in a ticket for Parks to do the Hook'em Herd run on Saturday before the Kentucky-Texas game, where he will run across the fields in a packed stadium. And I couldn't be more excited for the kid.
Are they going to let him play?
I don't think he's going to get to suit up and play.
Can he throw the long ball?
Nope. He can't. He's 9 and he's got small hands.
Okay.
But he
Didn't you
gets
say
to
against
run onto the
Kentucky is
field.
not going to matter? You said y'all basically have this one won already?
I didn't say that. They have a very good defense and a very poor offense. So I don't know how they're going to score points. But
And
that's
NIL
for
deal's just not coming through for the offense?
that's for a different podcast.
Mark
Very
Stoops.
happy to be here.
Little game Mark.
I like to holler at the Stoops.
That's his nickname. Little game Mark. It's going to be a good week of content, man.
Do you feel cool in your new hat?
I do feel cool in my new hat.
Dave's got a new hat on too.
I feel like this is a collector's item at this point. They're so hard to come by. But I snagged one thanks to our good friend Barrett Dudley, who tipped me off. And it's dope. It's dope.
What was that face?
Nothing.
You got something to say? Say it with your chest.
No.
Bitch.
No. I was also up late night balling, so.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
We should have linked, man. We
Mhm.
could have had a bigger game going.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you balling with?
I did the famous Sunday night 1:30 bedtime.
Oh, dude, what?
It's the best way to start a week.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm different. I think it's because I drank almost an entire container of cold brew yesterday.
That's something to do with it.
Yeah. I stopped early, but I think I had so much going through my veins. I did use some whole vitamin D milk. So it wasn't totally manly. But I mean, I cleared out 4/5 of that thing.
That's fucking sick, dude. Good for you.
Were you doing like a cleanse?
Nah.
So,
Nah.
Dave,
You know when you just get in the groove and you just want to pound coffee all day?
Yeah, it's like every day of my life.
Yeah.
so we've confirmed that 2/3 of us were up late night balling. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, Dave.
Did you ball?
What were you doing last night?
I was
Playboy?
online shopping, so you could say I was late night John and
Okay. Okay.
Late night Johnin.
I'm really like that, Dylan.
I'm early morning yawning.
I know you are.
I don't think you understand.
Oh man.
The kid really liked that.
Apparently so.
Like if had you texted me at like 2:30,
What John did you cop?
stand by
All right.
and stand down
All right.
and stand up.
All right, Playboy.
Get the blood circulating.
You got bars for us today?
Yeah, Dave's been freestyling all morning. I don't know if to be honest, I didn't know if Dave was freestyling earlier or singing a Vince Staples song that I was not familiar with. But then he hit us with the David Comey FBI line, and I was like, I don't think Vince Staples
James
is
Comey.
doing that. James Comey.
You put a microphone in front of Dave's face, you don't know what's going to happen. Anything, really.
Hey, it could be the best thing you've ever heard or the worst. That's podcasting, baby.
Did y'all watch SNL this weekend?
No.
There was a podcast segment, and I was like, man, they kind of nailed this.
Did it depict podcasters as
It was just three dudes sitting in a room with like random shit behind their heads.
what were they talking about? Just anything?
Just kind of anything.
Just dumb
Fictional
shit?
restaurants.
They had like Zyn containers on the table in front of
the
them and
fuck
shit.
up.
Like I was just like, oh man, like you guys, like you're too accurate right
It's
now.
really good. It's really good.
Yep. They got Trump on their show though, so we didn't get the Trump nod. Barron doesn't. Barron is not a backer per process that
Okay.
went into selecting podcasts for Trump to go on. Hi, Randy.
Hi, Will.
How's Ren Fair Randy doing?
I am doing stellar. I'm sure I'll talk about it in this weekend in fun. Other than that, I am trying to save my voice for the game show tomorrow.
You should probably
Find a
put
way.
that game show together.
I have about 60% of it done so far. So
Patrons, we love you. Tomorrow we're doing Do You Know It, a game show podcast. Is it going to be Thanksgiving adjacent?
yeah, I saw
Not
you put- you-
themed.
yeah, it's not gonna be themed. I saw you put that in the description last week with.
You better start researching Thanksgiving related
Oh yeah.
information.
Yep. Now's the time to go to ChatGPT and type in facts about Thanksgiving.
How many turkeys are killed the week of Thanksgiving?
How
Something
many?
like- I don't know. That's something to look up.
Oh, dude.
Do you
Probably
kill them
a
the
lot.
week of? Like I feel like they're killed like earlier.
Week of.
Okay.
Just thought
I
of
don't
something.
know. I'm just spitballing.
We're getting a Sleepy Joe turkey pardon ceremony. It's gonna be his last, and it's gonna give you some audio,
This is gonna be electric.
some video that you're gonna be like, oh god.
Hey man, you're safe now, man.
That sounded like Jerry
You
Garcia.
can fly away, man.
Okay.
Turkeys can fly very short distances.
Yeah.
Wild turkeys.
They can.
The big fat ones that they fatten up at the farm, probably not. But a wild turkey, it'll fly on you.
Hey,
You know
wild
that.
turkey will do something to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, brother.
I know that annoyed you just now. That over aggressive pat.
Oh, brother.
No, I can see it.
I touched your ass literally before the episode.
You didn't touch my ass. You smacked my ass. It was a loud.
I made
pop.
Dillon ripple before the episode today.
Dude,
What
I was-
happened?
I rippled.
I don't know why. Dillon was standing outside of the studio as I was walking in, and I just decided to get a handful.
Sometimes you walk past this thing and you can't help but just put your hands on it. I get it.
Sheesh.
It's been a minute. I mean, Sally's out of town. I'm just just acting a fool right now.
Is that why you stayed up so late?
Usually I fall asleep like halfway through watching SNL on Sunday night, and last night I stayed up till 1:30 just doing absolutely nothing,
You had the house to yourself.
just
The
vibing,
lads were asleep.
just
You're like,
walking
"Fuck it."
around. Real eater hours were in full effect.
You were balling as well.
I was. If you do want to listen to Do You Know It tomorrow, please go to patreon.com/circling back podcast. You can also subscribe to Patreon via Spotify, or if you're a Patreon subscriber, you can listen to it via Spotify. There's ways to do it. I don't know the whole scenario. Thursday, listener voicemails. 888-618-4422. Again, 888-618-4422. Get in, get out, be tactical. As always, please make sure to subscribe to our newsletter. There was some heat in the hopper this weekend. I'll say that. Releases every Friday. And as always, go to youtube.com/circling back. That's the best place to watch the episodes. Go subscribe. We'd love to earn your business. Without further ado,
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn on.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
Let's just go have fun and let go with it.
recapping this weekend in fun presented by our friends over at Lucy. You're probably like, why are they advertising a show from back in the day starring Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball?
No one is thinking that.
I was up late night balling.
Dude, Late Night Lucy hit back in the
Oh,
day.
it did, dude. My dad had every single episode on VHS.
It was a great show.
Lucy, I'm home.
That's what Dillon says when he walks in the crib and he's got a tin of Lucy sitting on the counter. 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco free. Lucy breakers are nicotine pouches with an extra surprise. Each pouch holds a little capsule that can be broken to release extra flavor and hydration.
That's what I have in my lip right now.
What
Got a-
flav?
Apple ice has been my go-to flavor for a while now. Love it. Apple ice.
Is it your favorite flavor?
It's my favorite flavor. I got the 8 milligram currently working. And I'm just absolutely dialed. That thing about being like low energy, that was total bullshit.
Are you smoothing right now?
No, I'm not smoothing.
What? Oh,
It's
okay.
an apple ice.
Oh, okay.
Like I said.
No, it's just like the verb smoothing.
Oh,
It's
I'm
like a
s-
thing.
oh.
It's like just a thing I'm trying to like come up with.
I'm up early morning smoothing.
Yeah.
He's workshopping some things.
Sometimes
You just make up a new term and then asked him if he was doing it.
Yeah.
In the ad read.
Are you smoothing?
I'm smoothing.
Dylan just went along with it.
Get on your smooth grind. Level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/steam. Use promo code STEAM. Get 20% off your first order. They got a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind, which you won't. Again, that's lucy.co, code STEAM, 20% off. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product does contain nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical. Dillon, what'd you get into this weekend, my friend?
Thanks for asking, Will. I had a pretty excellent weekend, actually. Friday, stepped out in the town just a little bit. Went to
Metal Ranchos, Metal Ranchos, Metal Ranchos, Metal Ranchos.
I went to Metal Ranchos with Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Got a knockout, house frozen, and we split a half pound of beef fajitas.
Damn, what's the damage on that?
I don't know. You know. I mean, you've been there.
No,
Well,
their
check
rises. Their prices are rising, dude.
Yeah. So what did it cost you?
I don't recall.
Let me see your credit. Log into your bank account. Let me see.
Got a drink afterward at a place down the street from me, which I love. I won't mention the name. I'm gatekeeping it
Why are you gatekeeping?
because it's no one goes there, and I love that it's always empty and it's a great.
It's going to go out of business, and you're going to regret.
might.
You're going to regret the gatekeeping.
It might. Saturday, big day. Got the little man back, and I was watching some football at home, Texas, Arkansas, and Chelsea took Parks to get his hair cut. Just them two. It was like a moment. It was a meaningful moment for me. Just, they're building quite a little relationship. They get along really well, and it was just great to just have her go spend time with them. They went to Target afterward, and she got him a toy.
One of the nicest things that Sally will do is if there's like a Manchester United game on in the morning, she'll take Fritz out to breakfast. And I'm just like, thank you so much for
Yeah.
opening up this
It was
window
nice.
of time for me.
Plus, I'm a head case when Texas plays, so to have the place to myself a little bit was quite nice.
No, you're super fun to watch games with.
Then he had he had a baseball game Saturday night. Took the L, but that's okay. Playoffs start tonight, actually, if it's not rained out. So we got
No, they'll be
playoffs.
good.
We got playoffs cooking.
Is he late night balling?
He will be late night balling tonight. Yeah, the game starts at 7 actually. So yeah,
Yeah.
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 Kind of late for the 9-year-old crew. Spent some time with family on Saturday too. And Sunday, Parks went to have a little play date with this friend who lives out in Spicewood, and it's close to where Chelsea lives. So we'd had a day out in Spicewood / Lakeway area, out Lakeway way. Stopped at a winery, had a glass of wine, just fucking chill.
What varietal
It's
you
crazy.
hit, Playboy?
Cabernet.
Oh,
Ever heard of it?
Yeah, it's very popular.
It is, yeah, quite. And that was pretty much it, man. The Cowboys didn't play yesterday, so that was nice. They do play tonight, unfortunately.
Is it nice? Would
It's
you rather
nice-
get that out of the way
it's nice when they
yesterday
don't-
instead of like wasting your Monday night?
Yeah, my Monday night's gonna be. Well, I'll be
Great
watching my
question.
son play instead. So that's my weekend. It was great.
What'd that boy get into?
Oh, we got Gizzy with it.
Dude, Giz fans will hate this.
Oh man, let's see. I landed at the DeFreeze house about 5:30, and it was nice to see. It's nice to see. Like you have children in roughly the same age as me. It's nice to see a house that reminds me a lot of mine at the dinner hour. In that it's like you got Fritz over there building a fort, sick fort.
Sick.
By the
He
way.
went off on that fort.
And you got the feeding the baby, and I was like, yeah, this feels like home. I know how it is.
It was chaos hour. It was pure witching hour when you got there.
That's how it's been in our place.
I felt bad.
I don't know
I
what's
felt
going
bad that
on.
I invited the boys over just to have absolute mayhem.
Doesn't even phase me. In fact, I like to take part. Like it actually it reminds me of home. And I hadn't been home in like 15 minutes, so it was like, wow, it feels good. Then we had some Zaw. We had to navigate some situations.
Like how we thought we were getting kidnapped.
Boy, that drive out to our show, the concert, the King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard concert. I'm sure everybody's very familiar. Out at Coda. Circuit of the Americas, not close.
Yeah, it turns out traffic is pretty bad getting out there. And
What's going on?
you know, when your driver starts making random turns and you start to fear for your life that you might just be getting taken out to a field and shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought we were either going to go to Roy Kaiser or Divas.
Mm-hmm. He was a big fan of Divas.
Yeah.
It's a strip club, Dillon. I'm sure you know that.
Boy, it is.
I didn't.
It does not look like a good one from the outside.
He said it was the best, though.
Was he serious?
I think he was. He didn't seem like a prankster to me.
I was like, really? It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Hey, who knows? Concert was a lot of fun. We get out there. That's a cool venue once you get in there. Once you get in there, the way it's situated, we had good seats, really good seats. We were not in the pit, but we were the front row of the non-pit. What's the best way to describe where we were?
It's like there's the pit and then there's the seats, and then we were in the first row of the upper section that was not the lawn. So we had a great vantage point of the entire show. It was great. Like, sorry to interrupt you, Dave, but
No.
it was great to see people crowd surfing for what felt like the first time in forever.
It was a good pit.
It's because I skipped Blink-182. Sorry, Randy.
No, I was going to say, we famously had an intern who got COVID from crowd surfing.
It's fair. Yeah. But it's just great to see people just organically crowd surfing. Like, you just don't, I feel like at the age of 37, I don't see that very often.
Y'all didn't throw Davey up there?
No, it would have been a really far throw.
Yeah, they would have had to heave me with a catapult,
Okay.
which Randy probably could.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah.
Toss me.
I will say that show had a little something for everybody. If depending on your genre, there was it's a genre bending show. You had a metal block. You just had some grooves. You had some sick jams, some tasty jams. You had a DJ set, not a DJ set, but electronic dance set. Would you call it?
Yeah, like if for any dead people out there, my friend equated it to like the drum space. Kind of gives the band a little break while still creating some music to let people have fun.
Even though the whole band was involved.
They did an infamous 3-hour marathon set that they don't do for every single thing, and so we had no time to take any seat at the concert.
Well, Will and I sat down for a few minutes.
We were the only people in the entire section to sit down. 'Cause we're old.
I just had to sit down. He'd played golf recently, and I'm 40, so sat down for a few minutes. That was a treat.
Did you think it was weird that no one stood up to start the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt really weird.
The concert starts and everyone starts standing up except for the front 2 rows of our section. And I was like, well, I don't want to stand up before the row behind me stands up because I don't want to like block them if they're planning on sitting down for a little bit. But they're real gizheads. And so finally I looked over at our buddy's brother and my best friend, my new best friend, Grant. And I just looked at him and I go, I'm going to stand up. And he was like, I could see the relief of like, yes, why are we not standing right now?
I could feel people behind us standing, but I didn't want to turn around because I didn't want to look like, you know what I mean? It was just weird. It did take a second. Got home, went right to bed. Great. Saturday, great day. A lot of football on the laptop. Just hung out. Hit Mattel Ranchos. Was inspired. The DeFreeze family. I don't want to tell tales out of school, but they were there prior, and we decided to go. Busy time. 5:30, 5:45.
Yeah, you guys walked into the Thunderdome.
Turns out, like when there's not a Texas home game, and you really don't have that much to worry about. You can get in there. We got in there with it was just us and the kids, and went with the all-new the brisket enchiladas. I sent out a great pic to the group text that they were appreciative of.
Dave wronged us so bad. He told us there was brisket and cheese. And anytime there's brisket and cheese, you got to get a photo for the squad. And Dave sent us just an empty plate photo after revealing to us that these existed.
Showed us where the enchiladas used to be.
Hungry. Well, I ate them.
Right, we saw that.
Clean Plate Club over there.
Yeah, I was still
Double
munching on
rice
that
or no?
rice.
Yeah, I was going to
double
say,
rice.
I didn't see any beans on that plate, but I
double
also
rice.
couldn't see both sides.
They were good. They were good. Like I'm not going to say that's a must try, but it's nice to have a brisket option if you're going tomatillo with it. Really like that.
Right.
Sunday, low key, hung out. What Dylan said is absolutely true. You can enjoy football and not really have to worry about the absolute embarrassment. You say that for Monday night.
Yes. So everybody can see.
Everybody, the whole world. So I will yield time to Will.
I mean, we gizzed, we saw, we conquered. The legs were extremely tired from the golf trip we took last week, where we walked 30,000 steps a day on undulating golf courses. Shout out Aiken, South Carolina. Beautiful area. Hope to go back at some point. To all the golf heads out there, try to make it happen if one of your absolutes can make it happen for you. Dave, I like your hat. But yeah, the body, I'm old enough that the body does not bounce back from something like that for a while. I still got, I don't even know what you'd call it. What feels like my back straps just barking.
Doms? You
back
got
strap?
Doms too?
Dude, my back straps. No, I don't know if it's DOMs. I'm still bending over to like do stuff with my kids, and then I'll stand up and I can feel like numbness all throughout the center of my back.
Let me give you a rub down, huh?
I might need it, dude. It's bad. It's bad.
Theragun?
I can't reach the area with the Theragun, and my wife's out of town, and so I can't have her do it either.
I've got a bike. You need somebody to ride it, but it could help.
Okay, it could like hit it for me.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And so yeah, to try to take it a little easy this weekend, hit that giz with D-Man. Had to hit that Friday Matt's lunch. Here's the thing.
Metal Ranchos.
I was trying to cleanse my soul with a little bit of tacos al carbone. I might have bit off a little more than I can chew. It was elite tacos al carbone from Matt's. Like elite. Never had anything like it. I did go out of pocket a little bit, and I ordered some chopped up garlic that set it over the top. But I could just feel that garlic just emanating from my body for the next like
Sweating it
24 hours, dude. I could every burp I had for the next 24 hours was just garlic.
It's good for the immune system. You're good.
I kind of figured that. And so, just kind of took it easy after the whole garlic fiasco. And then last night I was on solo dad duty. Got both boys down very, very early. And so I decided to take advantage of my night, maybe watch some stuff. Hit that SNL. Charlie XCX's performances were just an absolute delight. Usually I skip the performances, but she's a triple threat. And so then after that, I was like, you know what? I got to go to bed early tonight. I'm going to put on some boring documentary and just pass out. Suddenly it was real eater hours. You excited for this, Dylan?
I'm ready to take notes.
All right. So a player got out some smoked turkey, deli meat.
Okay.
I got out some brie cheese.
Oh.
And then I got out a fig conserve, dude.
Oh my God.
And I was just combining those things into little tacos, and I was just eating it over the sink like an absolute madman.
The turkey was the taco shell?
It was.
And
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was just spreading that conserve all over the brie cheese.
Conserve?
Yeah, you're not familiar?
No.
Wow. I mean, you're not familiar with spreadable cooked mixtures of fruits, sugar, and other ingredients like nuts, dried fruit, or spices?
This is just another word for jam and jelly.
Yeah. It's in the family. It's a different species, same genus.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the exact same thing.
I watched a full documentary last night, and I can put documentary in quotes. I got served a video on YouTube that was a hefty video. I figured I'd fall asleep in the first 30 minutes, and suddenly I got sucked in because I was like, this is crazy. This is wild. It was called something like The Diary of a Football Hooligan. And I had no context for this documentary. It just sounded interesting. And so I started watching it. And about halfway through, I was like, man, the personal accounts here feel a little weird. Like they're a little scripted. They're a little like whatever. But I figured it was some creative decision that the director had made. Like maybe they had talked out the answers before, and then they kind of made it so they could move the plot along, not using a narrator. And so I just kind of wrote it off. By the end of the documentary, I was like, man, that was kind of weird. Like, what's going on here? And so I decided, like, I need to know more about the aftermath of this. And what I found out was that it was just completely fiction. I had no clue the entire time that it was just a made-up story to show the dangers of not only football hooliganism, but also social media and the rise of people getting famous. And I was just like, what? I just wasted so much time just watching this documentary and getting super invested. It was one of those things where you're excited to Google where the people are now afterward, and only to realize that it was fake. It was just devastating. Now, if anyone watches it now, you're going to be like, Will, you're an idiot. Like, of course this is fake. But there were so many real parts to it that I just got taken.
That's how I felt after the Blair Witch Project.
Probably similar, dude.
I watched it last week for the first time, and I was like, somebody told me it was fake.
It was what I watched last night was legitimately good and entertaining, but I'm just bummed now that it's not real at all.
Do you make jokes, but that was actually me the first time I watched a Blair Witch.
That's what a lot of people were.
Okay.
I've never seen it.
I was pretty embarrassed.
Dude, the theater that was an electric atmosphere. If you saw that in theaters.
I did, and I was really scared.
People were like, pin drop, and then like people freaking out because like, oh, I woke up and there's rocks stacked up outside my tent. Holy fuck. Remember that part?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Rocks are fucking scary,
I was
Will.
scared.
Yeah,
dog.
dude, you don't want to see rocks formed.
Do you think, do you want that hour and a half back or whatever it was?
I do, just because it was from 12 midnight to 1:30, and I'm just I told you I'm early morning yawning right now. And so it's just, it was so realistic at parts. So realistic. Oh, well, we'll get it back. Let's hear from our friends at Muggsy. You're probably thinking, Muggsy? The most damn comfortable clothing for guys everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
The one that started by reinventing the jeans game in 2015. Now they make the best jeans, chinos, tops, and joggers ever? That Muggsy?
Yeah.
The one where we had the meetup in Chicago with?
Mm-hmm.
Muggsy works exclusively with some of the best designer and manufacturers in the world to deliver the finest quality fabrics directly to your door. The entire goal is making guys more comfortable at work, at the bar, on the course, wherever, by giving them one place to shop. We wouldn't do a meetup with a company if we didn't love their product, and that's just simply facts. Oh, we didn't even. Okay, well, Randy, we'll get to you in a moment, my friend. We'll get to you in a moment. What'd you get? You were horned up for the cashmere from Muggsy.
Yes, two pieces on top. The jeans are fantastic. I have a corduroy shirt from them, and then a like cashmere button up. That's like 5% cashmere, and it's so soft.
I wore mine on Friday to Matt's, actually. My cashmere one.
Must be nice.
Wow.
It was
Can't
nice.
just let him have his moment.
Yeah. Why you got to dunk on him like
Because I'm
that?
adding to the read,
Sheesh.
man.
You know the jeans are made from buttery, soft, patented stretch materials that look stylish but are insanely comfortable. Never too baggy, never too tight. First-time customers can get 20% back on their first order right now. All you need to do is head to Muggsy.com, enter your email, and the discount code is automatically added to your cart. That's 20% back on the only jeans and pants you'll ever wear again. Free shipping, free returns on every single order. So the only risk is never knowing how great they truly are. Make it happen. Randy, how was the Ren Fair?
It was a blast. I'm very exhausted. We should let you know it was a pretty good time.
Were you guys really drinking single bottles of mead for each of you?
Yeah.
That's a lot of mead for the
Like,
boys.
Multiple times.
What's the
throughout
ABV
day.
in mead?
It's like 12. It's like wine.
Wine.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it's like 12 to 15.
What flavor did you go with?
We were doing a bunch of different types. I started off with I made a miss thing on the video. Anyways, I started off with just traditional, just some honey wine. We eventually got into some blueberry. There was, I don't know if anyone ever did it raspberry, but yeah, it was just, there's definitely different types of like dryness and sweetness and stuff.
Man, last night he let the mead talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
Are you
started
going to get
off-
Graham off mid-episode?
No, I'm going to wait. I'm
He's
waiting.
he's too hungover to figure that out
I was
right now.
going to, but I'm still waiting for more of the photos to get put into the group chat and stuff.
What is the male equivalent of a fair maiden?
A hunky lad.
They
I
weren't
don't know.
calling them hunky lads
No,
in medieval
Yeah, I don't
times.
think so,
no.
man.
A Dan?
Dan's huge.
Did you see any damsels out there?
There were damsels, but I didn't see any in distress, which is good. Everyone was having a good time. Brett, just absolutely crushed his costume. He looked,
He
he
did.
was
He looked like a
certified-
blonde Prince
yeah,
Eric.
Yeah, certified not brick from Brett. I was like, when I pulled up, I was like, holy
Where'd
shit,
you get
Brett.
that?
Amazon.
He looked great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, too much mead. Not enough mead.
What was
So-
the? Give me one like top moment from.
Yeah,
the
like
trip.
what's a real Ren Fair doer doing?
So I think we first got there, it was me, Gordo, and Giorgio, and we like, as we're pulling in, we just see the campgrounds are huge, and we
It looked
like,
cool.
yeah, we eventually got our part set up. We brought 7 tents because we're going to be the first ones to go there. So like, hey, everyone, just give us your tent, and we'll like spread out our area. So we were sitting there, and once like we had everything set up, we're like, all right, well, we got 2 hours before anyone else comes. Let's go start like discovering the place. And we just like walked around the campgrounds, just saw everyone partying and all their different camp setups. Was awesome. It was really getting the spirit. We like stumbled across this one random guy in a tent that like gave us a side quest throughout the whole weekend. Like that, it was pretty much you have a wristband, you see someone else with a wristband, you have to like collect their souls and like they're like little skulls you got. And there was like a game throughout that only you would know if you stopped at that guy's tent. Like, so the way you do it is like play rock, paper, scissors against someone on the other team. So it was like that like added to it. The bonfire was huge and insane. And like the parties were great. The food was a blast, but I would say in the actual fair, the best thing we did, we were like running around all day. It was packed and you're trying to meet up with people and there's no like service. At the very end, there was just like this tavern that was upstairs and we were all together and we just like all were drinking a bottle of mead around a table, just having fun with each other. And it was like, it was like, all right, we get to like settle down, like look around this like whole building. Everyone's in costume. Like it feels like we're at some type of like old school festival.
Fuck yeah.
It was so much fun.
What was up with Bush's tent?
Boosh bought his tent the day of and did not realize the 1-person tent meant that it was literally you could only fit 1 person to it. You guys, if you follow, I'll probably put a highlight on my Instagram. So at Randy Trebecki to go see that.
Hand me on the ground.
But yeah, instead of like a square, it was just a very thin rectangle that he
Those
could only sit
exist.
in.
They're great for. I mean, they're good
For
if you're just like so.
backpacking.
Yeah, exactly. You hit him with that one hitter.
So yeah, and after we got done with the festival, everyone's like drunk, and we went back to our campsite, and there's people like Boosh putting on his helmet. Brett was hitting him in the head with the sword. It was fantastic.
It looked fun. I was very jealous of the entire. I was so excited every time I opened Instagram and saw that you had volume shot some stories up there.
Yeah, I would love. I definitely. I think at the end of it, all of us were like, yeah, we all want to do this again. If it's only the awesome one or come back to this one, we already know like, all right, we need to get a bigger crew. We need to get a bigger land, get earlier. But no, it was fun. Brett got a sword.
I know. I saw that. Not in character for Brett to get a sword.
No, he like told me he's
Like, what's he gonna do with this sword?
Can't
though?
believe we've got 2 sword guys.
I
here.
know.
he said he's like, I will go halvesies with you, meaning I'll get it and I'll wear it today and I'll give it to you later. And like I'm like, as he's like going through and we picked out, so I'm like, Brett, I feel like you just kind of want to keep this, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll talk to him later about it, but
Yeah.
it was a great time. Any questions? I did some pierogi, so I did do some Polish stuff.
Okay, but you're American.
I am American, which is wild.
Did you eat a turkey leg?
I did.
Okay.
That was the last thing I had at the Ren Fair, and I just scarfed it down. I was like, I felt like a barbarian. I didn't care what people thought about me. I was just drunk and just eat like munching on it.
Did you
Not
ever say
munching,
that you had the need for mead?
I did not. Fuck, missed opportunity. Well, next time.
Okay.
How does it compare to the Austin?
It's much bigger. I didn't not have fun because of this, but it was much bigger, but it was packed. And I think, as I was saying, I think that like I heard that there was maybe like 80,000 tickets sold for that day. It was the 50th anniversary. That weekend we went on of the like 6 or like 8 weekends that they do per year is the most popular weekend. So it's like 50th anniversary, that, and then the HBO documentary that just came out earlier in the year. Like I was like, all right, this is a big mix of like, this weekend is probably going to be very, very like packed. And it was. So like, it was a huge place, but the lines were kind of long. And like, even the groups walking around through people was kind of hard, but still I would say I would like to go back and enjoy it. And it's a much better, like there's so much more to do than the Austin one, but I like the Austin one first.
Any side quests?
of course, I got a drinking horn.
Oh yeah, drinking horns.
Do they
Drippy.
assign you a plot, or is it just to set up your tent, or just a free for all?
Just a free for all.
Okay.
So
How's that Magic Garden?
That was also cool too, because that was part where like we just got to get away from the hustle and bustle, and we just like sitting in like this like ruined courtyard. And if you look at like my story, I just panned around, just like all of us in different things, just talking to each other, and it was like quiet. It was very, very fun, very immersive. The fireworks show was by far the best fireworks show I've ever
That's
seen.
high
in my
praise.
life.
It's
It
pretty
was
dope.
amazing.
It's high praise.
It was like never nonstop. It was like a grand finale the whole time.
That's sweet. Did they have any of the willows that go up and then?
They did have a couple, and then they also like in the arena had like fire bombs going off, like so it's like you had close fire show and then like the fireworks in the background.
Do they have sword swallowers?
Yeah, I'm sure they do, but I didn't see any.
Very dangerous.
Yeah,
I won't be doing that.
No.
You could
My
though
sword
if you
swallow
wanted
days are
to.
behind me.
I've seen you eat hot dogs.
Yeah. Well, I usually just bite them and chew them like a normal person when I eat them.
Yeah. Dylan, do you have a good bad movie of the week recommendation for
Yeah.
a player?
Watched a movie over the weekend on Netflix, John, that is it makes my good bad movie of the week list. And it's called Hot Frosty. You guys see this on Netflix yet?
No.
Hot Frosty.
Hot Frosty. Dave?
No, but just don't spoil it.
Okay, I won't spoil it. All right, Hot Frosty is it takes place in
Dude.
this quaint little
The fuck?
I don't know how to say her last name, but Lacey Chabert.
you mean Gretchen Wieners?
She has an absolute like ownership of every female role in these Hallmark-esque.
Is that
looking
right? I don't
movies.
watch enough of them.
She's in Sally has them on all the time, and like she's in all of them. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, it's about this snowman that comes to life. It's set around Christmas, as you can imagine. And it's so bad that it's like, okay, I'm enjoying this. One of those like so bad that I'm gonna enjoy it movies. But Lauren Holly, Dumb and Dumber, and also the ex-wife, I believe, of Jim Carrey. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
I don't freaking know.
She looks
She's in this
good.
movie.
Looking
And
good.
then April from Eastbound and Down is in the movie.
Oh, Katie Mixon?
Craig Robinson. And it's just a stupid movie that it's like it's good to have on because it's good vibes, you know. One of those. He's a hot man. So Frosty, he comes to life and he turns out he's just a hot dude, and all the women in the town are just obsessing over him and just crazy horny. Lauren Holly's the horniest for him out of all of them.
What's his nose made of?
When he comes to life, it's
No.
just a regular human.
As a
nose.
snowman.
I believe it's a carrot, Dave.
What are his two eyes made out
Actually, you
of?
know what? It's not because it was just a sculpted snowman that looked like a person who just came to life. So it
Wait.
didn't have like a button mouth or anything.
Is that really a snowman then?
Yeah.
It was
Sounds
a
more like
man.
a
It was a
sculpture.
man sculpture made of snow.
A man sculpture.
Yeah, a
that
hot
comes
man
to life.
sculpture, and he's just shredded. And he walks around town without a shirt on because he gets real hot easily
Because he's a snowman.
because he's a snowman.
Classic snowman humor.
It's really stupid, but it's a fun watch. Everybody.
There's
okay?
one movie that I don't even remember the plot, but there's one like Hallmark-esque movie on Netflix that I watched the trailer for and was like, all right, yeah, I guess I will break my distaste for these movies and toss this in the queue.
I have a real taste for these shitty movies. I don't know why. They're
See,
fun for me.
I'm going up to see my parents this weekend for Thanksgiving, and I think my mom and Sally are going to run through a ton of them. They
Yeah.
both enjoy these, and I'm just kind of dreading sitting there watching them.
Tell them to check out Hot Frosty.
Okay.
Hey, without spoiling the movie, can you
Sure.
give us like a 2-sentence synopsis of the character arc of Joe Latrulio's character, the deputy?
Yeah, he's just so Craig Robinson is like the sheriff. So obviously this guy, he's the deputy sheriff. He's like his little sidekick. And he doesn't have any like really funny moments like he does in some of his previous roles.
Well, that's too bad.
He's got a fun face.
He does. Yeah.
Did you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I watched one episode with you in a San Diego hotel room.
That wasn't Brooklyn Nine-Nine, was it? I thought we hit that Seinfeld button.
Nope. We watched that. That's Andy Samberg, right?
Yeah.
We watched some Seinfeld, I think.
Okay.
Well, I could be wrong, given as I scrambled my brains that night
Yeah, we all did, man.
with just
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
smallest amount of Vape.
Took me 10
Shout
minutes.
out Tory Pines Dispensary.
Jesus.
Took me 10 minutes to find my hotel door that was 2 doors down from Will's. Just got lost.
They all look the same.
They do. They do.
That's why you got to take a photo of your room number and so you can reference it later.
Anyway, Hot Frosty, check it out. Or don't. You won't miss much. But if you do, you'll have fun.
Could I invite 49 guys over and watch it in my living room?
Yeah, you can. You can. What's up with this guy, man?
Randy, put the tweet up. Carmen Christopher, or Carm to his boys, tweeted at 11:18 p.m. Why is the Tyson Paul stream on Netflix ass? I got 49 guys in my living room.
That's sick.
Between all of us, we got $700K on the fight tonight. I spent $20K on catering.
It's a fucking good tweet.
20 grand on catering? That's a lot, man.
That's $400 a head just to watch Jake or Logan. Which Paul?
Jake.
I don't know I don't want to know the difference between these two idiots.
Jake Paul.
We were extreme streaming guys at the show. I was looking at live updates on the Athletic noted website.
Boy, you really were.
I was interested. I knew that if I had the stream up on my phone, I wasn't going to be able to watch it in the way that I wanted to. And so I decided that I would just get textual updates from some random dude on the Athletic. And I'm really glad that I did not make a point of trying to watch this fight in any different way.
I wonder if streaming it from your phone would have worked.
I had zero issue. And
Really?
I watched
Yeah.
I watched the first couple rounds, and then I realized this is going to be exactly what we thought. And so let's just stop
Yeah.
watching it and watch The Rock show.
I caught the last round, watched it from home, and Netflix was struggling, really struggling.
Like
So was
like,
Mike.
It was like a bad stream, or was it just like a shitty product?
It kept buffering or loading, and then it would show up, and then sometimes it would have to reset and then start buffering again. And it was they were overwhelmed.
If someone said, "Hey, Will, get 49 guys in your living room this weekend," I don't know how I'm going to do that.
No,
That's
gotta
going to
get
be a
some
really
backers.
tall
how
task.
big is this guy's living room?
I mean, if he's got 700K on the fight between all of them, you got to imagine he's working with some square footage.
You got to think so.
It's so many people and so much money. I hope none of them bet Tyson.
Like, this guy's looking for sympathy because his night with his 49 absolutes was derailed by the streaming issues. Like, it's hard to feel bad for a guy when he talks about having, they all have 700K on the fight and he spent 20K. Like, that doesn't add much to the context here of like the streaming issue.
Yeah.
But just so y'all know, I got it like that.
He spent 20K on catering. Like, did he have A5 Wagyu for the boys? Like Chateaubriand just like coming out on platters?
I don't know, man.
Is Karma a comedian?
Yeah, who was Carmen Christopher?
He's a comedian. He's followed. Bro, Shane follows him.
Damn it. Did he not actually do this?
I don't know.
Is this a joke tweet?
It seems like there's a lot of bits going on, and I don't know enough about it.
Did we just get twinked and a redheaded?
Well, here's the deal. We're just not going to clip this one. We're not going to
good
get
call.
twinking a redheaded
But
again.
still, I
Shout out
just
to
feel
them.
like saying 49 guys in my living room is going to live on for a while, whether he intended for it to or not.
I've been thinking about it since yesterday.
That's so many guys.
I was wondering if I've ever had that many guys in a living room, and I don't think I have.
I don't
By the
think
way-
I have 49 guys in my phone that I could text right now and get a guaranteed response.
Not in
back.
Austin.
I could get 4 people to show up, and I'm from Austin.
How many guys could you get in your living room for an event like this? I'm going to give you a
Realistically?
1 week notice.
What? That just 1 week?
Yep.
9.
I don't think I got 49 people to show up for the Kentucky Derby party, and that was including kids.
By the
No,
way,
just guys.
I know, I need just dudes.
what a sausage fest this was.
Yeah.
No
That's sick,
chicks?
though.
No chicks?
Sometimes fight night.
It's the boys,
Sometimes
though.
fight night without the wife is fun.
It was also Saturday.
I'm a wife guy, but sometimes it's fun just to get the boys together and drink some light beers.
Just 49 wives at home being like, man, I'm glad he's out of the house
Dude,
for a little
they
bit.
can have
There's
a bunko
nothing better
night.
than being with 48 or 49 of your boys in the living room, walking into the kitchen to get some catering and passing one of your boys and he starts shadow boxing you. There's nothing better.
just tea flowing everywhere.
Dude, Randy walks by you and he just punches you in the shoulder for no reason.
There was a reason. Oh, you were looking scrumdiddlyumptious.
Okay.
There it is.
Kind of messed up.
Carm.
Boy, a lot of letdown people. I'm really glad that I didn't plan a night around this fight.
At least they had the catering to fall back on.
Shout out to catering. You could do if you could mix a hibachi / fight night with 49 of the Apsos,
Ooh, what if it was hibachi?
20K hibachi.
That's
You go
some
Wagyu
baller
only?
hibachi, dude. They better place the onion in my mouth, not fling it.
You want them to place it
Uh-huh.
like it's communion? It's hibachi communion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which town in the U.S. has the best hibachi? Who has like the most impressive hibachi chef?
Are there any Michelin star hibachi chefs?
There has to be.
It gives Midwest to me for some reason. I don't know why.
Randy?
Sure.
Okay.
I had some good hibachi in my hometown. Yeah, it's crazy to think in my hometown, I could probably go within, I think there's 2 hibachi places in Northwest Indiana within like 20 minutes of my house. And like, I can't go anywhere in Austin, really.
If TGI Friday has a bartending championship, then Benihana needs to have a hibachi championship.
That has to exist.
Vegas has to have the best hibachi in the United States.
Oh yeah,
That's the answer.
fair.
You're right.
I'm doing a scroll right now and I'm just seeing like I'm on mashed.com. It says the absolute best hibachi restaurants in the United States. And while there's some in New York, Seattle, numerous locations, etc., you got to think that Vegas just has some ridiculous shit going on. I've never hibachied. Hope to one day.
Imagine you have like a backyard, it's fully turfed, and you have like you set up 4 just large tables in a square, and you have one big hibachi grill in the center, and you have like four chefs going, and you're treating 49 of the Lutes.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 50 including this guy?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay, so you got 50 people,
50 swinging
50
dicks.
mouths that you're flinging shrimp into. 50 of them. That's a great night. That's my kind of night.
Yeah.
Actually.
And I just know that that restroom took a beating.
Oh,
You know, just pee splatter everywhere.
Do you bring in like a high end? If you're already spending that kind of money,
Yeah,
you
the
bring
trailer.
a high end trailer,
Like
porta
you're-
potty,
Maybe.
like you have a priority access at a golf tournament.
like a nice
Maybe.
wedding, outdoor wedding. They got you have to walk up a couple steps.
But it's air conditioned.
It's air
nice.
conditioned. You know, if you got a Mondo, you're gonna be safe.
Yeah.
I put a photo of Sally and I above our toilet in our downstairs bathroom so that when
Yeah,
people
you
are
did.
in there, they
That's
think
something to
about
look
it.
at.
They think about it. They're like, oh, I can't ruin this right now.
You know what I think about when I look at that photo? I think about your feet because there's all those rocks.
Yeah.
and you're standing on. I'm like, I wonder if Will's feet hurt.
Yeah, there were a lot of rocks on that beach.
It's a great photo.
A lot of rocks
Did
on
your
that
feet
beach.
hurt?
No,
Okay.
no, I grew up doing that. We're good. I also have Aura.
Okay.
Speaking of, actually, can we talk about Aura frames real quick? The best gifts ever. There's ad copy here. I don't even want to read it because, like, I freaking love these things. We just got a new shipment of them into the office, and I have to say, like, I was more buzzing for that than I have in a long time for any sponsored products, mainly because they just rule. The best gifts in life, they feel like they were just picked out for you, and that's why we love our Aura digital picture frames during the holidays. You can give your mom and grandpa the same gift and completely personalize with all their favorite pictures. Here's the thing. You give them this picture frame, and you can load it up even before they get it, before they open it. So you can just let this thing absolutely rip with photos from your phone. Nothing makes your mom or your child's grandparent happier than when you just start loading photos up that they haven't seen in a while and they start appearing on there.
They love photos.
They're just buzzing. The picture quality is so good that I stand there sometimes and just look at it and I'm like, man, that's wild.
It catches my eye all the time.
It somehow pairs photos together that look good together, which
Yeah.
just blows my mind even more. It's
It's
just
that-
a great thing.
It's that algo just popping in there.
There's a reason why Wirecutter called it the best digital photo frame. That's facts.
I love it so much that I've like actually loaded mine up with James Webb Telescope pics,
Mm-hmm.
and I just look at that because I'm such a big space guy.
You're a space head, dude.
Can I come over and look at that?
Sure, dude, for sure.
Okay.
For a limited time, visit auraframes.com. Get $45 off the Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames by using promo code CIRCLING at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code CIRCLING. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is their best of the year, so don't miss out. Terms and conditions do apply. But seriously, this is like the best gift for the olds in your life.
Absolutely.
Facts. Like they love this thing. We had the fight night, but then there was another fight night the next night.
Oh yes.
UFC. I'll let the Too Much Dip boys break that down, as I don't have that. I'm not a ball knower when it comes to UFC.
Go ahead, Dillon.
Yeah, so there was this UFC fight. John Jones, Bones Jones. You hear about this guy? That's the only one I know about because he kicks the shit out of some dude's rib cage and destroyed him.
Some dude.
I don't know who he fought.
My rib. Oh, my rib. My rib.
It's Stipe. Stipe Miocic.
He fucked him up.
Yeah, it was a big fight. It was Bones' last fight. No, he's gonna maybe fight again. We'll see. It's definitely Stipe's last fight. This is a fight that was about 2-3 years in the making. I don't even know. I don't think Stipe had fought since like COVID. But anyway, Stipe widely regarded as the GOAT heavyweight. But yeah, so it was kind of like a legacy fight in a way for John Jones, who's widely regarded as like the greatest MMA fighter of all time. And it wasn't much of a fight. It was very clear that Stipe wasn't the same guy, and John Jones is much better. But
He had a mountain to climb, and it was Stipe.
It's good.
you deserve more than that.
That was really good.
Thank you. As is the case with most big UFC fights these days, a who's who of American influencers were there. You had star-studded cast of UFC fighters in attendance watching, and
Brianna Chicken Fry.
was she there?
Oh, yeah. Real close.
Okay.
You also had Donald Trump
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes.
with his Dangerous Nights crew, which included Elon, RFK, Kid Rock. Dana White was rolling with him. Which,
course.
when you know you're balling at a UFC event when you got Dana White by your
The
side.
usual cast of characters there.
What the real story is not what they did at the fight. Outside of Elon trying to overlaugh to show Trump memes on noted social platform X. But there was a photo of them on what I assume is this just a normal like rich man private plane, or does he get access to Air Force One?
That does
This
not.
looks
That
like
can't. That's
Trump's
not Air
plane.
Force One. That is Air Force 1.5.
Okay. Well, they're eating McDonald's. Any thoughts on RFK eating McDonald's with a full sugar Coke next to him?
I love that if you zoom in on his face, he looks really uncomfortable. Like, oh fuck,
He's like, don't take this photo.
this isn't gonna look
This
good.
is like I'm already widely panned for this panel or the panel cabinet position.
I saw
Zoom in.
someone do they zoomed in on him and cropped everybody out, and they put the
The Mad Mask.
no, they put the Grand Theft Auto font and it said "busted" over the picture, and it was pretty funny.
Can you zoom in on Elon's meal?
Oh, we're zooming on Elon's.
Do you want to talk about the tangy barbecue sauce
Yeah,
or the
so-
sweet and sour sauce, Dave?
Neither.
It appears as though he's got a 10 nug selection here.
My biggest issue with what's going down on this plane is the fact that Elon has pre-catch up his fries,
Oh no,
and that
Oh,
is just
no.
a wild move.
did he really?
Oh, he did.
Anyone who takes the time to undo the packet and squirt it on their fries and then eat the fry, as opposed to having a ketchup to dip it in,
You get ketchup all over your fingers.
it's a weird move.
It's a crazy move. Do you Elon puts out major vibes of a guy who will put the ketchup packet in his mouth and suck the rest out?
That's so gross.
It's
That's
facts,
disgraceful
though.
behavior.
It's facts, though. Why did he do that? You're right.
Shout out to my buddy Keith, who late night eating after the bars, we'd go to Whataburger and he would just pump the ketchup pump on the tray, but not even on like the part that has like the little paper
Just
placemat.
straight to the tray.
He would grab a handful of fries and just caveman it through. It was one of the more disgusting things. And
Oh
that,
my god.
that is far more egregious than what's going on here. But still, this is weird, dude. You don't do that. And the fact that the fries are still very much in the fry container.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing it in the fry container is even crazier to me.
It's just bizarre.
I can't, like, if somebody on a normal flight just has like McDonald's next to me, I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, if I owned a private jet, Air Force 1.5, there's no way that I'm letting my Lutes eat McDonald's in there. It's going to smell like that for days.
What context am I missing here? What's the McDonald's play?
Trump loves McDonald's.
Okay.
Like, he loves it. He apparently eats it all the time.
If you use that last year of eligibility that you have and you go win a natty or you go pro in something and you go to the White House to meet Trump in the next 4 years, you're getting McDonald's.
It's something about that name. It's American.
It is American. I mean, I love McDonald's. Don't get me wrong. Sally got a 20-piece nugs last night after her flight, and I was very jealous.
That does sound good.
Usually we split those.
It looked delightful. And anyone who's like going at Elon, like, if you really think he's going to do something about McDonald's, you don't know America and you don't know the history of the Kennedy family. If you think McDonald's is going to let him slide, if he tries to do any type of anything that affects their business in any way whatsoever, buddy, check the history. It's not going to end well for him. So I think McDonald's is safe.
Are you getting on a flight with someone who has the last name Kennedy?
He's made it this far.
Is JD Vance punching air from his couch?
Oh, he didn't get that invite.
Like, if I'm JD, I'm like, why am I not on this plane? Why am I not at this event?
Can they be together?
Never thought about that. That's a valid question, actually.
Number one and number two? Pre?
I mean, if you think the dude's bathroom was going through it with 49 dudes in his living room, I can't imagine what the tiny-ass bathroom on this plane was like when these guys got done with their McDonald's.
Has Elon left Trump's side since
No.
election night?
Rumors on the street are that he's just bumping around Mar-a-Lago.
He won't leave.
No, just won't leave. Like, he's just chilling.
Kai Trump, which is, I believe, is Trump Jr.'s daughter, is calling him Uncle Elon now because he's just always around.
I think they're just absolute. I think they're just Lutes now, dude.
Can I ask a question?
She has a great golf swing, by the way.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Of the four, who do you least want to follow after the bathroom's been locked for 6 minutes?
Trump.
Is it the Orange Man?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
It could be Elon.
Yeah, it's definitely that side of the table.
That's Don Jr., right?
Yeah.
Something about him just screams Mondo.
Yeah, and I can see him being proud of it too.
Yeah, like
he walks out like raising the roof.
But you know, Elon's taking his time in there. He's fucking looking at memes.
Oh, he's memeing.
Oh yeah,
He's laughing at the worst memes you can imagine.
he's retweeting things that just say "cool."
Or true.
Wow.
The worst
Or
quote tweeter in the
concerning.
game.
Concerning.
The guy who owns the platform is the worst quote tweeter you have ever seen.
He's one word quote tweeter.
That's so lazy.
It is bad. He does it all the time.
Do you guys have any thoughts on our "Make America Healthy Again" guy buying some Zen?
Fuck, that's so sick.
I saw someone say, well, at least we know that Zens are safe moving forward. He's not going to get rid of Zens
No.
Facts.
because he partakes himself.
Facts. I mean, I get it.
That's a dope photo. Honestly, if you're going to snipe me, I want this to be what you snipe me doing.
Yeah,
Looking at my
It's a good
phone.
snipe for
That's
him.
going to be my profile photo if you snipe me doing that.
He's sharply dressed.
It's like he
looking
knew
at-
they
checking
were
the
out
phone.
there.
He's got the readers on his forehead.
I don't know. I need Derek Guy to break down this suit. There's a little too much scrunch in the shoulder. But he's jacked.
Yeah, he is.
He
He's
got
in
that
good
off.
shape.
He got that off the rack.
You think he texted the boys he's like, check this shit out. I'm about to. I got to get the dopest photo off.
Yeah, it'd be
possible."
cool if he just did a photo. If he was taking a photo of the Zen and it was
Is
Lutes.
he leaving a bodega?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Is he wearing a black undershirt?
I think he is, which is swagless.
Oh,
What's
that's-
going on?
that
Can't
is
be doing
swagless.
that.
Who's doing this?
Or does he just have the thickest chest hair of all time
He works out in jeans.
and no shirt?
It's just a look.
Do you think they're vibing to music on this plane ride home?
Yacht rock.
Yeah.
You can't put Elon in charge of music, right?
No. You'd have a bunch of computer noises coming out of the aux.
You give it to
Terrible.
you give the aux to RFK.
Yeah, RFK's probably got some playlists.
Because I mean, say what you want about him, but like you got to have a good soundtrack when you're going to chop a whale's head off that's 90 miles away.
True.
Something to just calm everybody down.
I mean, if you're racing to Peter Luger's steakhouse with a bear in your trunk, you got to be listening to some guitar solos.
If you just finished a day of falconry,
Mm-hmm.
like you got tasty tunes on the aux when you get back in the whip,
Yeah.
right?
Like, his Spotify Wrapped is going to be Huey Lewis in the News and everything else after.
He's a Springsteen guy, I feel
Definitely a Springsteen guy. Yep. He was born to run
like. Yeah.
for president
Sure.
and fail.
But
But find a cush cabinet.
Did
position.
Kid Rock take this photo?
what's he doing? They're giving him too much access.
Kid Rock?
Yeah.
Would you see he got appointed a cabinet position? Head of the liquor cabinet.
Oh, dude, that's so sick.
He fucking drinks, dude.
Apparently it's a real problem. Apparently he's been trying to quit.
Is that true?
Yeah. It's not going well for him, clearly.
Well, then his new cabinet position is not going to help.
I just don't see him being confirmed. Like he's not going to pass scrutiny.
True. Hey, Dave, how's Yellowstone going this season?
Oh fuck. I forgot we're doing this. Well, I'm too deep. I'm so mad at y'all secretly, and it's not y'all's fault, but I'm mad that y'all aren't still watching the show because there was a time like 3 years ago, maybe longer, you guys would talk about the show, and I was on the outside. I was looking in. I could see through you, see your true colors. And now I'm watching it, and you guys are so fucking out that I'm just out here by my wife's not even watching it.
No, dude.
She
I'm
pops
I'm
in.
not watching it without Costner.
I'm going to give away some spoilers, Dillon. And if you are not caught up, then I suggest fast forwarding. But you know what? It's not going to matter because the show is given up. And that's what I love about it. It's so clear. If you can go into the show knowing like, look, we've given up. This is a payday. We've moved on to Landman. We're doing that now. That's what you should be watching. Costner's gone. Do you want to know what happened to Costner in the show?
Yeah.
Does everybody want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, one.
Can I guess?
He got Epsteined.
Oh,
Or-
really?
Allegedly. We don't know, but he is dead. He either committed suicide or was suicided. Well,
He was unalive.
he definitely didn't do it to himself.
in the show, that's what happened?
Yeah.
What?
He's been killed.
I thought you were going to say like they threw him off like a cliff.
Well, they don't, and it's so cheap how they do it too. No, they throw everybody else off a cliff though.
Yeah.
They're still doing that, by the way.
Oh, the train station?
Anything ever come from that girl that
Yeah.
Jamie murdered?
Dude, they're all murderers in the show.
Fuck you, Jamie.
They all belong in prison. Everyone.
Beth is
He's like,
still
hey,
not
happy
a fan.
Thanksgiving, Beth. Fuck you, Jamie. I hope you fucking die.
We all hate you. We want you to die.
I hope you choke on the wishbone.
Beth doesn't like Jamie still. In fact, she really doesn't like him now. But the show has become like episode 1, there's like 30 minutes of cowboy porn and not like the kind you'd find at like the saloon. It is just, all right, here's Rip working the horses, working the cattle. Here's the guys. Oh, by the way, we have a setting change. Rip and a number of the ranch hands are down in Texas, Panhandle way. 4-6's ranch. They're out there. And Lloyd and a couple guys are back up at the ranch holding it down. And so you just get a lot of like people who are just watching for the scenery and to like feel cowboy things. You get a lot of that.
Okay.
Killing a lot of time just watching them move the cattle and that kind of shit, which is fine, but not a lot of moving along the plot. You're also getting a lot of forced narrative stuff. Taylor Sheridan really likes reminding you that the ranching lifestyle is going away, but he does it in like a very forced way where it's like he'll take character A, who is like a caricature of like a common activist liberal who doesn't understand the cowboy way and asks like a very obvious question. And then you have Rip like answer it in like a way that shuts them down. And he points out that it ain't gonna always be like this. We're gonna have to evolve. And it's just very like, okay, it's a little bit, it's a little forced. That being said, I'm still watching.
How does Taylor Sheridan have time to write all this shit?
I don't know.
He's leveraging AI tools.
He might be.
There's no way he's just sitting around grinding like this.
Well, it feels like he's kind of mailed it in with Yellowstone, though.
He's doing
That
bits.
do be facts.
He's basically like placating himself and like his buddies, I feel like.
Yeah.
Where he can like poke fun at like hippies
Like, can you believe people are still watching this?
and also like let everybody know that like, dude, I'm not just writing a show about cowboys. Like, I fucking know it. I'm the real deal. So I'm watching now. I've committed. I took an oath. Here I am. So I'm not going to do updates every week because they would all end up like this and people would be like, all right, we get it. The show sucks, but you're watching. But hey, I'm going to move on to Landman. Starting that this week.
Landman looks good.
It looks good. Some of the reviews weren't great, but I will always give the guy who did Sicario a chance. So Taylor Sheridan has earned my business.
Sick audio.
So thank you for indulging.
Okay.
Dave, before we get to your read of the week, do you mind if I speak to our friends over at Joy Mode?
Please do.
I think I speak for most men when I say that we all just want to have better sex. Is that fair? Tell me it's fair, Dillon.
Of course that's fair, man. Who doesn't want better sex, Will?
So fair, it's almost Ren Fair. And for the sake of our partner, we all need to have better sex. The issue is that over-the-counter erection pills contain unregulated chemicals, suggest unsafe doses, and include the risk of several other health problems. And that's why we've partnered with our friends over at Joy Mode. So whether you're looking to spice up your intimate moments or increase your confidence in the bedroom, guess what? Joy Mode makes all natural and science-backed supplements dedicated to helping men perform better across all their core functions. Right now, they got their trademark product, the Sexual Performance Booster. It's every man's solution for increased blood flow, firmness, stamina, performance, all of it. It's like pre-workout, but for doing it. So whether you're happy or unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, why not just perform even better? Go get that that Sexual Performance Booster. It's designed just to support everything. It's got arginine nitrate, L-citrulline, Panax ginseng, vitamin C. You're a big fan of all those things, Dillon. I know you are.
Really good things to have in your system.
How are your blood vessels down there?
I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Joy Mode's gonna do nothing but help the situation.
Yeah, it's a game changer, dude.
Yeah.
All the ingredients have been assessed in peer-reviewed journals. They've all been studied and researched in humans. And I don't know about you. No need to go back to prescriptions or over-the-counter drugs after trying Joy Mode.
That's right.
Go to usejoymode.com/Steam. Get 20% off with code STEAM at checkout. That's 20% off and free shipping with code STEAM at usejoymode.com/Steam. Great sex solved naturally. Well, Dillon, because Dave's taking a tinky break, can we talk about those monkeys real quick?
What's the situation? Have they found all the monkeys?
So I was a little bummed. Anytime monkeys get released into the wild on accident, it's kind of a bummer that I can't be here to talk it out with the Lutes.
We had fun talking it out.
Well, just 8 monkeys remain free from the group who more than a week ago broke out of a South Carolina compound that breeds the primates for medical research.
Started at 43, right?
Yeah.
We recovered 35 of them.
Yeah.
If they go 43 for 43, then I feel like that's pretty good.
Do you think there's any way that they take some monkeys that didn't escape and they try to act like they're bringing them back so that people don't get worried that there's just monkeys out there?
Is it possible that some of these have passed away out in the wild somehow? Just got by some kind of predator?
I would assume that there's some people in South Carolina that own guns that might shoot a monkey if they see
food.
Someone pointed out, a listener reached out and said this area is extremely remote and very much like they can't. There's only a very small portion of the wooded part of the state that they can't leave or that they can be around. I worded that really shittily. Basically, they got nowhere to go because there's water around.
But what if it's like a Babe Pig in the City kind of situation? What if they just find their way to a city?
And then what?
I don't know. They live with Ross in his apartment.
Start riding the subway.
I cried on that episode. You did?
In
You
the
had to
fake-
give the fucking monkey away.
In the fake documentary last night, someone takes the dude's dog and hangs it outside of his house. That shit hit me.
Can't do that shit.
I know, it hit me deep, and I was like really sad for this dude that his dog had just gotten murdered, only to find out that it was all fictitious.
That would have made me feel a lot better about watching it.
That's actually fair. But in the documentary, they had a dude talking, and they were like, "Yeah, that was the most messed up part of the documentary makers that they actually took out their cameras and filmed that." And I was like, damn, they're even criticizing the documentary makers in this. Like,
I
this,
get it.
This is realistic. That's all fake. Glad that dog's alive though. Are these things dangerous?
No.
I know there was chimp talk. Like if they were chimps, then
Oh, buddy.
we'd be worried.
We talk chimps.
Yeah, we like to
Chimping ain't
fantasize.
easy.
People say that.
It's necessary.
They're dangerous, man.
I saw a wild monkey in Japan. That's
Just
about it.
out and about.
Yeah, when we were driving down the road, it was just on the side of the road, just chilling on like a median. It's cool.
It's you get an energy about you when you see a monkey out.
Sure.
Isn't there one on 6th Street all the time? Probably drugged up.
Like a performer one, like the people with the
Yeah,
big
like a dude
snakes
just
on
walks
there.
around with a monkey on his shoulder.
I
Never
wouldn't
seen it.
know. I don't go down there anymore.
Come on.
Des Bryant used to have a monkey.
So did the special teams coach for University of Texas. Still has one, I believe.
Yeah.
Jeff Banks.
Yeah. Bit of kid
Better kid.
on Halloween.
On Halloween.
Pole assassin.
Pole assassin.
Who he is now married to.
She actually used to dance at Divas.
Really?
No, I made that up. But she used to dance, right? That's the name.
You don't get the nickname pole assassin without working a pole, Davey.
Could assassinate a pole in a different way. You could just set it up and
Fair.
Wait, are you talking about Divas, Austin's #1 BYOB men's club?
It's BYOB.
that's not a good sign.
You could bring your own beer, David.
BYOB means it's 18 and up, right?
Correct.
I don't know. I'm
I'm
on their
sad that I know
Instagram
that.
right now.
Who's running their social?
I don't know.
A weird amount of followers.
4,000. No one I know follows it though.
I don't know if it means that because it might, but in Chicago, there's a lot of like restaurants that are BYOB, but they do that to skirt the like liquor license laws. So you can drink on property, but you can't serve. So maybe it's the same thing with that.
I always serve Luke's.
Okay.
You want my internet read of the week?
I do want your read of the week, David. I enjoy the twist here.
Did you look at it?
I did. You told me to skim the read of the week, and I skimmed the read of the week.
This is from the LA Times. Crypto godfather of Bel Air probe widens into LA deputies' alleged links to mogul. Mogul, what's that? Well, we've got a cryptocurrency entrepreneur, and he's been busted. He's apparently been running some sort of underground organized crime, allegedly. It's all alleged. But conspiracy, extortion, and it's being alleged that he has used members of the LA County Sheriff's Office to carry out some of his criminal bidding. So basically using them as security.
Kind of sick.
It's very dope.
If you can
It's
get
very training
if you can get the
day.
police on your side, that means you're a hitter.
It's giving training day-ish type stuff.
Sure.
I didn't know you like to get wet.
Yeah, exactly. It's worth the read, but there's one thing that I did not see coming when I would have read this anyway, but then I saw that this was a part of it. The guy's name, Adam Iza, he's pled not guilty, and he's trying to avoid remaining in jail before his trial because of a procedure he had, a medical issue. What is that medical issue? This fucking guy used his crypto money to get cosmetic leg lengthening surgery with the rods. That procedure,
Oh my God.
the fucking super painful one.
The one that takes like a year to like fully set in.
Didn't they say it
Yeah.
was like $65,000 to get this?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
counterpoint. Maybe he had a lot of pants that were like 34, and he just wanted to, stop having to get them hemmed
I just feel like there's a better way to find pants that fit.
like a tailor.
Yeah. Or just buy shorter
sizes,
pants.
roll them up a little bit.
Yeah, something like that.
32.
As opposed to getting your legs lengthened.
I don't know. Sometimes you got to get both your legs broken and extended.
That's those hidden costs when you get your legs extended. You got to buy all new pants.
So did Dan just get did he not have enough for both? So he just hit one.
They did rearrange Dan's leg incorrectly when he was a child.
Yeah, he said it's like 3 degrees off or something.
I feel like
turned the
everybody
wrong
has
way.
a foot that's a little bit off or something. You got like a hip imbalance or one that's a little tighter and you got to get the foot points out a little bit. Cosmetic leg lengthening surgery can add anywhere from 2 to 6 inches to your height.
6?
6 is crazy.
6 is too much. You're going to look weird.
Apparently, it's excruciating.
Well, listen to this. His attorney told the judge, "We're dealing with a 24-year-old kid who has a ticking time bomb in his leg."
Meaning what?
Meaning like, hey, my client cannot remain in jail because his legs, like he's in excruciating pain.
Oh.
Maybe he has DOMs.
They break the legs.
Yeah.
Do they break your shins? Or is it a femur play?
Don't they have... I think they have to slowly separate the bones. I might be totally wrong here. So they can insert the lengthening part.
If it's me, nobody's touching my money.
Right.
I want him to break both. I know that's more painful, but like I don't want to have like, crazy long femurs and like tiny ass like bottom halves.
This guy's really high cut. He's just all thigh.
His doctor was the premier #1 leg lengthening surgeon in the world. This is the guy.
Well, yeah. If
You want longer legs? I know who to go to.
Yeah.
I want to know more about this surgery and what it all entails.
I think you described it pretty well.
Is that how they do it?
I think.
It's fucking crazy.
I might do it, dude. I hate being 5'11" and 3/4.
What about like your muscles and you have to like it's got to lengthen out in order to fit the extra bone in there.
What's the point of that height?
6 is a lot.
Can you imagine me just being 6'6", got my legs broken? 6'5" 3/4.
But you have to walk around for a long time with these like big contraptions on your legs and you're just like
50 Cent's been walking with a limp forever.
It's true.
He's got all the respect. When's his Diddy documentary coming out?
I think it already did.
No.
It was weirdly like something
We'd be
happened
watching
really
that.
quickly.
We'd be watching that already.
I just feel like you're going to look really weird. You're not going to be able to add muscle. That's the issue. You're going to have chicken legs.
It's impossible to add size to your legs.
It is. Thank you, Randy. Especially if you suffer from DOMs.
Mm-hmm.
This guy just walks around with DOMs every day of his life.
I was watching the All 22 yesterday, and Dillon was just getting exposed in the group text for having tiny ass legs.
I have to have this conversation with our friend intern Klein a few times a year about adding mass to legs and how it, in my opinion, it's difficult to do. Like you're predisposed to have skinny legs or thick legs.
I'd say that too if I had tiny ass legs. I got these thick boys, dude, because I work them out every day.
Right.
Every day is leg day in my world.
It's true.
Fucking Klein.
I got breaking news based off what you just said, Dave. See these? You see these hands? Paper. I got paper hands right now.
Sold your crypto?
I've sold about 3/4 of my Doge and my Bitcoin.
There you go.
Did you buy an expensive ass sword that you had to cover?
No, I did it like 20 minutes
It's
ago.
over 90 now?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's why I did it 20
I'm not
minutes
touching
ago.
that shit.
God.
I'm taking. I don't care if it goes to 200 or 0. I'm holding on, dude.
Damn,
I don't have much in this life.
That's crazy. Well, Randy, what if it just keeps going, dog?
Well, I didn't sell all of it, but I sold.
All right. Fair enough.
It might still keep going.
That's soft, dude.
Oh, hey.
It's very Ren Fair of you, though. Not a lot of people during the Renaissance had crypto holdings.
Yeah, I'm just getting rid of my earthly possessions.
You should.
It's digital and not actual.
I think you should go full Renaissance, dude.
You should convert everything to shillings.
Like Kurt.
Ooh,
Yeah, bloody sock and all.
hell yeah.
He's got some bad takes, right?
Probably.
Bitcoin has gone up 20,000% since it hit the market.
I need to do something for my loot that I convinced not to buy at 100.
Everybody knows somebody that had a chance.
$100.
Yes. I was like, you're an idiot, dude. You're buying this fake currency. What are you thinking? I shamed him out of doing it.
Everybody has a buddy or a buddy's buddy that like had a chance to own like 2 Bitcoin back like 15 years ago or whatever and didn't do it.
I kind of get where you're coming from, Will. I'm glad NFTs did not take off. I'm glad that everyone was
Yeah.
logically like,
You sure?
no, like they had This is stupid.
I
How
always
did
thought that
people-
was the dumbest shit.
How did people get in on Bitcoin when it first came out? Like, how did you even find out about this shit?
I don't know.
I'm
There's that story of the dude
I'm
who bought
talking to the wrong people.
there's a dude who bought like a pizza with like a Bitcoin.
I know.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, probably Silk Road. There's probably a lot of very rich druggies now because they use the Silk Road.
I have
point.
a loot in my life who has a decent amount of Bitcoin, and like part of me doesn't want it to go up too much because I don't want him to like stray away from me. I'm like, dude, if this keeps going up, he's gonna like never talk to me again. He's gonna be hanging out with like hitters.
How much does he have?
I don't know. He won't tell me, but I've been told it's a non-significant amount.
I think the Silk Road guy is going to get pardoned.
Really? Like actually?
He's I think he has committed to the Orange Man has committed to pardoning him.
Did they ever
He
make
told
that
somebody
movie?
that.
Weren't they making a movie on that? Did it come out?
I think it's out. I
Yeah.
think it's a documentary that's not fictitious. But there could be an actual movie
I'll look it up.
based on a true story.
We should definitely just watch it and see if it's a real documentary.
I need someone in the world to have watched this Diary of a Hooligan and just let me know that I'm not the biggest dumbass ever.
I watched on Halloween right around then. I watched an alien abduction 3-part deal on Netflix.
I almost watched that, but I decided not to.
The New York City one.
Maybe.
New York City?
It sucks,
Okay.
and it's you don't really get any kind of clarity.
Actually, I think when I saw it, because it was suggested to me on Netflix, I think I told Chelsea Dave's going to watch this. He loves this shit.
It was a waste of time.
Came out in 2021.
Okay.
It's got a 6 out of 10 on IMDb.
I'm not going to watch it. Shall we?
Bye.